Hello everyone, this is Sue here. So in today's video, I'm going to finish the wall hanging that I've been working on since June for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And yeah, we got the last prompt on Sunday, which is to fill in the gaps, which I think is like the perfect prompt, right? Because, well, we all have those gaps we need to fill. The reason I'm showing you the back of the wall hanging is because I want to remind everybody to, I don't know, if you do this, I mean, I think it's a great idea to put the date, what the project was, the name of the project, and your name. I always put my initials with a circle around it. Because, I mean, how many times do you look back at something that you have made and it's like, oh, when did I make this? When did I do this? Right? And it's like, and you don't remember. So, I mean, think about it if that's something that you would like to do. Okay, so let me turn this around. Now, I already have the pieces pinned, but let me show you. Actually, this right here is some beautiful, very pale pink trim that I wanted to use on this and I never got to use it. So I don't have this on here at all. If I see another spot that I'm missing, that I need something, I'll see if I can put this on it. But I do have this gorgeous, gorgeous trim. I mean, it has beads on it. It has the rosettes, of course, with all of the white. I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say, is this tatting? I don't think it's tatting, but gosh, it's beautiful. So I cut off a couple of these that I already have pinned on here to fill up one of my gaps. And then the other thing that I did was I have this beautiful tool, but it has gorgeous, gorgeous flowers on it. And even though I don't have a spot for the actual flowers, I was able to cut some of this like stem, I guess, that I'm going to fill in another gap. So yeah, I was able to use these two things that I've had set aside, and I want to get them on here. So as far as the, oh, you know what? I think I'm missing a piece. Let me see. I think I'm missing a piece. Is it around here somewhere? Let me look on the floor. Yep. No. I found string, but not what I'm looking for. Let me see if it's kind of stuck in this. I mean, I can always cut another piece, but so you can see it over here, right? So I cut the piece. It's hard to see, I know. I cut the piece from the larger piece, and I have this. See this spot right here? I've been talking about it for forever. And that can go there. See, I should have, I found it. It's on the floor. Okay. I was going to say I should have pinned it. And then here's another piece, right? A little bit different shape. Super pretty. I mean, you can feel it. It's raised. You can feel like the thread. And I thought, maybe something like that. Right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking for that. So I'm going to fill in the spot down here. Let me pin it this time so that it doesn't fall on the floor again. And I think I'll put this there. And then that's going to, so let's take a look at the bottom of this and let's make sure that I have all of the area full that I want full. And I don't think there's like an extra inch down here. I really don't. I mean, it's pretty full. So I'm good with that. So I'll sew that down there. And then, so here's my little heart from last week. I loved doing that. That was fun. And then the other piece I have here, because I can show you, this is easy to take off. I have this spot right here that I knew that I needed to fill up. And I think that that is a beautiful thing to put there. Plus, you can still see some of the blue under it. So I am good with that. I like it. I'm going to put it up just a little bit further so you can see more of that blue. And that's going to get stitched there. This I'm going to finally stitch down. We never did get an, what is that called? Gosh. Yeah, that one of those doohickeys. What is it called? Oh my gosh. Okay. So that I'm finally going to sew down there, and just like I'm going to fill in the gap that I've had here. I've had this pinned on here for months, waiting for, I can't even think of the word. But anyways, so when I look up here, I'm looking for any extra space, which I am not seeing, right? I'm not. I mean, this right here is just fabric, but was like a favorite fabric, I think. So I think I'm good with these, well, 3 spots, because like I said, I'll include this in here. So, all right. All right. So I think we're going to sew these down together. And yeah, so I have some thread ready to stitch. I'm using Pearl size 8 in white to stitch this down. Let me take, I have the dowel in here. I already sewed on my little loops to put the dowel through, but for me to stitch this, I need to take that dowel out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at this and like, well, what is the best way to sew this? Right? You always have to think about that. So I think what I'll do is I'll stitch up here, come across, stitch up here, come down, and kind of get these like little leaves a little bit. See those leaves? Let me zoom in a little. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me make sure we're in frame. And let's do some stitching. So this is going to be easy peasy. It's nothing, you know, earth shattering here. But these pieces are super pretty. And I've had them not for a long time. Like, it's like some things I had like since May. You know, in prepping for well, since June, in prepping for, is it June or July? July, August, September, October, November, December. So it would be July. What did I put here? Yeah, I did put July. Okay. So yeah, so I mean, you know, when you're prepping for a project, you know, you go through your stash and you're gonna like pull out 99 million different things that you'll never use because it's just too much. But it's fun, right? I love it. You know, you pull out your stuff, your most beautiful, special stuff that you know, have been collecting and you want to use. And yeah, so this piece and the other piece we're going to sew on are not, I didn't have them back then. I probably purchased these things from Whatnot, the Whatnot app, which I talk about like all the time. But I'm banned from it again. Personally, I've banned myself from this shopping app again because yeah, it's very good. But anyways, I buy a lot of fabric and laces and doilies and stuff on the Whatnot app. But anyway, so these are newer pieces, but I did have them set aside. In fact, I probably purchased them with, you know, the intent of maybe using them on this project. So, yeah, I just want to make sure that I use them, right? Why buy them and not use them? Use your stuff. Use your stuff. You know, I have to turn this way now. Sorry. Okay, let me move this up a little bit. Okay. Oh, and so I'm recording this on Monday. So that means that, well, yesterday, so I'm recording this on Monday, which means we got the last prompt yesterday from Rachel and Sarah. Wait, did Sarah do one? I don't think she put out, I don't know. I know I watched Rachel. But then today, Sarah, I didn't look yet if Rachel did a video as well, but Sarah put out a video this morning on what our next project is going to be. So definitely go, oh, look at this. I keep going around this button. Definitely go check out her video, and her channel link is in my description box, as well as Rachel's. And it's going to be fun. It's not going to be anything as major as this one was. Now, I kept mine fairly simple by doing a wall hanging and not like a tablecloth or a bedspread, which a lot of people did do. And I give them a lot of credit. Let me tell you, I think I would have struggled if it was much bigger than what I have. And the way I came up with the size for this wall hanging was just, it fit on my desk, right? That was like my, I didn't want it so big that I couldn't work on it, right? So anyway, but yeah, so the new prompt is amazing. And if you're into making journals, fabric journals, look at how pretty that looks. Isn't that like perfect for right there? I love it. You're going to want to check out this new project, which will start in January. And even if you're just starting to stitch, I think that the new project, which is journals, I'm just going to tell you it's journals, but you have to go and watch their videos, Sarah and Rachel, to get the full, all the scoop. I don't want to give it away. I want you guys to go and watch their channels. But anyway, so even if you're a new stitcher, and I think it's going to be perfect for you as well. Yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be great. Did I just come in from, what did I just do here? Nope. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just doing little stitches around different areas to get this down. I'm just going over where this, I'm going to call it thread, that made that design, is. I'm just going over it, and I'm using thread that I thought I would never use. In fact, I think I like said it in a couple of videos ago. I think I said it, where I have this pink thread, old, right? It says it was 19 cents. It's old. I don't remember where I got it from, but it's very fine, very fine. And I don't really use threads that are very fine. And, but in this case, well, it's pink, so it was you know, a perfect thread to use because it's pink on pink, right? And the fact that it is so dainty and delicate, I think is perfect for sewing on. This tool with this very dainty stitching going across it, just, I think it's going to be perfect. I just need enough, you know, I just needed a thread to basically tack this down. It doesn't have to be visible. Like, I didn't need like a pearl thread or anything like that. That would be like way too heavy for this very dainty, delicate piece. So, all right, I'm just going to come up here, and then this is one of the pieces stitched. And then I'm going to just come down here. I'm not going to knot it off. I'm just going to come down here, and we'll stitch that second piece on. Let me take the pin out from over here. So that came out perfectly. Just what I wanted. Just what I wanted. And you know, when you collect stuff for your stitching and you have, you know, pretty stuff, you can even, like I did here, an embroidered piece that you cut down. So doing these projects, you don't have to know all the stitches. You don't, I mean, things don't have to be hard, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be hard. Use what you have. Cut up what you have. Yeah, my Monday video from this week, the second half of the video, if you want to check it out, is me cutting up some doilies. And I wanted to do that on video because I think some people are a little reluctant to cut things up. And you can't be. Now, I mean, if you've already decided that, let's say a doily, that you're going to cut that up and you're going to use it in your stitching, what's keeping you from cutting it up and using it? I mean, you're just, you know, I don't know, afraid to? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But you've already decided you want to use it. Like, I can understand there are certain, I don't know, embroidered pieces, for example, or even doilies, whatever, that maybe, you know, someone in your family made and you don't want to use those. I have those as well, right? But I went through them, and you know, so anything that was stained or like not in the best condition, I took out and I put that in my stash here in my craft room so that I could use it. And then the stuff I want to keep is in another closet in another part of the house. So I know what I have in this room I want to use. So why would I not cut it up, right? So again, just don't be afraid to cut things up that you have already designated as, oops, I went through that. Oops. That's okay. I got this. We got this. Yeah, if you've already designated it to be cut up, then cut it up. Easy peasy. And that's when you're going to use what you have, excuse me, as well, by having it cut up. Just like in your paper crafting, right? I really messed the end of that up because I stitched through the, you know, I'm going to put one more stitch here. And yeah, it's the same thing where, you know, if you have paper that you love, but you don't want to, you know, cut it up, Well, it's the same thing. Just do it. Just cut it. That's my tip for you for today. Just cut it. All right, I'm trying to get this little end in here, and it's proving to be a little difficult. All right, did I get it? No. Oh, isn't that funny? All because I stitched through that thread. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to stitch it a little further down. Like, why am I struggling with this? There we go. That's all I need to do. I'm going to put one more. I'll put one more up here, so it's not popping off of this page or this wall hanging. Okay, so I can go ahead. That's not that. And I think there might be one other spot that I want to tack down on this. So let's take a look. Let's make sure. Yeah, this little tail right here. Actually, this little tail. Okay, well, I got a couple spots. Oops, I lost my thread. Let's go ahead and thread up this needle again. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I like it when things are not all the way stitched down. That's just the style that I like, but I can see that, yeah, that's really sticking up and it's annoying me a little bit. So let's go ahead and stitch this down. And I'll knot that. And we'll go do that to the other end up here. You can, it's like sticking straight up. Okay. And then that's going to be it for this piece, or these pieces down on the bottom. And as far as the new Roxy project for January, I've already got my list of what kind of journals I want to work on. So I'm excited about that. I mean, I did it like, it took me like, I don't know, minutes to come up with a list of journals that I would like to make. So, yep. Okay, that's what I want right there. Okay. So now, so that's good. So that's done. Okay. So you can see my whole wall hanging, right? This is it. And let me move it over a little bit. So this is it. This is it. I love it. I already have a place for it on my wall. And it's been hanging. But I do need to get that piece down, which I will go ahead and do on my own. I'm so used to it being pinned there. I'm half tempted just to leave it because it's like part of the story of this whole thing. But I'm sure I'll sew it. But that's it. So thank you, Sarah and Rachel, for this amazing, amazing project. And I love my wall hanging. And yep, I'm going to go sew this down and put it up on my wall. And every time I walk into my craft room, it's straight ahead of me, hanging on the wall across from my door that I walk into this room. And so it's going to be in a place where I'm going to see it every day. So thank you again. And thank you everybody for following along and watching my videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And let me know if you have any questions. All right, have a blessed rest of your week. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.